This video was originally going to be the second video on my channel. First was the collection of Among Us videos I did with Attila the Hum 1B. Link to him down below if you want to go check him out. And then after that, there was this video. But it took so long for me to edit, and it's just been lost on a different drive. And then I finally get access to it, so it's just been a while. But here we go. Enjoy my second ever video. Let's let old me take it away.
While being horrible and hilarious at the same time, these 20 reviews of Haribo gummy bears on Amazon are leaving people in tears of laughter. Okay, let's begin. Number 1, 5-star review. Performed exactly as advertised. To preface this, I will state that it is not good to upset anyone in the military supply network. Okay, am I on the right page? Haribo gummy bears, military supply network. This is especially true for a supply NCO non-commissioned officer who can be both creative and vindictive to those who earn his ire. Okay, how does this relate to gummy bears? We have to find out. All right. One of my biggest pet peeves. Oh my god! Imagine you have a pet and you name him Peeves, and it's like, hey, you want to meet my pet Peeves? And it's like, no. Oh, that would be hilarious. Oh, someone should name their pet that. All right. One of my biggest pet peeves was troopers who walked into my troopers who walked into my supply room and decided to go through things on my counter or desk. Is it for this reason that I purchased 2 bags of these sweet little revenge snacks? Oh, I need to see what the side effects are. I briefed my minions that morning that the snacks were to be unsullied? What are with these words? I told them that I would know and it would not go unpunished by both myself and the higher powers. They thought I was joking but decided to not test my authority before my eyes. With that said, I placed the bowl on the back part of the counter, just in reach of anyone loitering upside my supply room. The rules were posted for all to see when they came in, so they were warned. A large sign that said, if you touch my stuff, you will be punished. They decided to test me, I guess. On this weekend, we were set to do general cleaning and maintenance within the battalion. So there was a full stop there. I didn't see that full stop. I was like, why is there a capital? So my desk was rather busy. Battalion headquarters supply room. I was in and out of my office all day. However, I made sure to take general measurements of my bowl of horror every time I came back. Before lunch, my unholy wrath began to strike. My supply room is one door down from the... Wait a second, I need some glasses or something. Latrines, 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 larines, latrines. I don't know what that says. I'm just gonna say toilets, down from the toilets, and the row of male commodores. I don't work in the military, right? This is a gummy bear review, not bloody 50-page exam, okay? It's on the other side of the wall from my desk. It was the first, but not the last. Yeah, it's my name! It's my name! Let's go! It was initially heralded by the sound of Gabriel's trumpet.
Where the freaks at?
I don't know. Escaping the... Alright, we need the glasses again. Bringskr, the spinker of one poor soul. He hit the latrine. What? Can they just... Bro! Alright, I just searched it up. This means stomach or butt. And latrine means toilet, okay? I think I was right with this one. I think, rewind the video or whatever, but I think I said this was toilet. He hit the toilet and sounded as if he kicked the stall door open. For the next 30 minutes, I listened to the sounds of a live humpback whale being butchered by a blind man wielding a chainsaw. No, it was not before another troop. This time a female made her way to the toilet. She came from the indoor pistol range and had to cross in the front door. I saw a pale white woman with... Okay, we don't need to describe them, Okay, we just need to explain the funny part, alright? That's what we're here for, alright? The only funny part so far is the diarrhea and me not being able to read English properly. Like, what the She was hobbling with one hand on the wall for support and the other on her stomach, praying for just a little more time. For lunch, I ripped into the army brown bag lunch and listened to the ever-growing chorus of those who had so far snuck down half the bowl. They've eaten half the bowl. Half of my bowl of brightly colored improvised colon explosive device. What's this? You mean gummy bears? I was not sure if the other side of the building was seeing the same activity in the toilets, but the smell reached my door by the end of lunch. Good thing I was stationed with an infirmary unit for the first 4 years of my career, so I was accustomed to bad odors. I searched it up. It means foot soldiers fighting, or marching, or walking. Wait, how the hell does that smell bad though? One of my minions... Banana! Did not return from lunch, so I volunteered another to perform a possibly suicidal scouting mission into the male toilets. I should have read this whole thing. To perform a possibly suicidal scouting mission into the male toilets in search of my wayward soul. What does this mean? Why is there so many words I don't know today? Wild behaving soul. That's what that means. This means wild behaving. We don't need to come up with words that mean other words. We just need one word for everything and then we're good, okay? He was there and had been since the beginning of lunch. By 3 p.m. I was told that the unit was being locked down and there was an emergency meeting in the battalion briefing room. I had a suspicion of the reason, but attended as I was ordered to do so. By this time, my bowl of Glenacious bowl howitzer ammunition was 1/4 filled. The meeting began slightly off schedule at 22 minutes past the time of the meeting. Okay, I can just create another event right here. Good. Wait. No. Stop. No, stop. Bro, the heck. Alright, good, we're back. Alright, the meeting began slightly off schedule at 22 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. The sergeant dude man walked into the room. Can you stop? Walked into the room and looked as if he just performed a 3-day combat operation without sleep. The battalion kiss hug walked in not long after and looked as if he'd been intimately assaulted by a rather incessant horse. I used all of my military bearing to keep from cracking a joke about walking bow-legged. The battalion surgeon walked in and told us that there was a high chance that the unit had come in contact with a strange stomach bug. Roughly half the battalion was complaining of stomach cramps and explosive diarrhea. It seemed to mostly be affecting HHC, the headquarters, and Seco, the company that was on the same side of the building as us, also the medics. Shouldn't they know what it is then? Some symptoms cleared up. The unit was in lockdown and cleaning mode. I went back to my supply room with the intent to bag up all the remaining evidence of my involvement. Only way to find out that the ball was missing? Oh, this story's full of plot twists. My minions were too wrapped up to notice anything though, so I began to search for the evidence that would probably land me in front of a firing squad. The empty bowl was located empty? Okay. Located in the admin offices, someone found it and decided to liberate it from my supply room for only the group that I didn't want to upset. But they had already consumed the remainder of the biological weapons. As I left with the ball, I heard the familiar sound, incoming fire from the senior play clerk's desk, following shortly after by what sounded like LeMays relating to a method of childbirth. That weekend, the entire building was cleaned from one side to the other. MREs were consumed in the hopes of the falling rapidly flood of liquid terror and every other door and window is open with the fans going over a cup of pine sol. 3/4 of the enlisted and half of the officers were hit. What? Oh, with the mysterious stomach bug, and the medical supply room was in desperate need of more IV kits. I don't know if my message got across, but it definitely was an entertaining weekend. Seriously, you're a hell of a story. Okay, they spelled hell of a wrong. Alright, number 2. The horror at 30,000 feet. Reviewed in the United States on June 2nd, 2018. My flight was leaving at 8 in the morning after awakening and trying to get to the airport. I forgot to grab something to eat. I usually take my time and do things in order, but not today. I was traveling from Boston to LA, coming home from a work trip. I do it regularly, so nothing was new to me. I stayed in the same hotel that I knew at the time. I needed to leave to get to the airport on time. During my work trip, I stopped at the convenience store and saw these gummy bears and thought that they would be a perfect gift for my son Charlie. He loves gummy bears and gummy worms. I like gummy worms. I wish there was no sour versions. So the morning I was to head back to LA, I slept through my alarm. That never happens. Oh yeah, you just said that for the review, didn't you? I rushed to get out of the hotel and threw some of those gummies in the carry-on bag to make it on time to the airport after speeding and filling up the gas in the rent. Oh, you're renting a car. I made it to my gate as they were boarding. As who were boarding? Gate as the planes were boarding? Like, who was boarding? I mean, ants? Butterflies? You just said they. As you could just say as everyone else was boarding. Or were boarding. I got on the plane and head down the aisle to find my window seat near the middle. Alright, pretend this is the middle seats and these two hands are the window seats. How can you have a window seat if you're in the middle of the plane? I get on the plane, head down the aisle to find my window seat in the middle of the plane, which doesn't make sense. I politely ask for the two adorable little lady. Asked politely for the two adorable other ladies. Bro, I don't think you should be saying that. The police, I think, are after you posted this. Like, ladies sitting in the middle and the aisle seats, if I could pass by them to get to my seat, they obliged. The lady in the middle must have been around 80 years old. Adorable other ladies. So it took her some time to get up and make sure she was holding on to something so she didn't fall as she stepped onto the aerosol aisle. Yeah, English officially broke. I thanked them as I sat down and settled into my seat. Settled into the seat. Okay, so this is what they did. Alright? Alright, you wanna settle this? Alright? KO! That's how they settled into their seat. Right, that's how they settled it. Fast forward 20 minutes after you reach a cruising altitude of 30,000 feet in the air. Oh, that's why it says the horror at blah 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 feet. No, you ate the gummy bears. Where the heck? You ate the gummy bears! No! Why? You said they were for sun! Around 30,000 feet in the air as I reached into my carry-on bag to grab my headphones. I see the gummy bears. Since I'm hungry and need something, I decided to ask the freaking staff that give you food. That's their job. And don't eat your son's gummy bears. Bro, you must be the worst father ever, just eating your son's gummy bears. No! I decided to open them up. No! And have a few to hold me over until we land. How about breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Do you not get those on planes anymore? I'll wear these so you can't see me cry anymore. Get the staff to give you some food. Right? Like, you can always see one. Like, you just look down the aisle, you can see one all times. All times, and you're just... I wanted to save some for my son, so I maybe had 4 or 5. If you want to save some for your son, then maybe buy, I don't know, 2 packets. They're like $2. Like, buy another packet and then you could have one, okay? Like, how long would it have taken you to just grab 2 packets? Like, you just grabbed one, you bought it, and then you're good. No, you could have done this. You just grabbed both at the same time. So then you could have one, and then your son have one, and now you're not a bad father, but you didn't do that. And why am I holding a PNG? So maybe I had 4 or 5, but I had 4 or 5 too many. Exactly, because your son didn't get to eat any of them. Because once the gummy bears had a few minutes to adjust to their new home, they began to work. Oh, I would have said they began to start unpacking all the diarrhea directly into my anal cavities, but that began to work. As soon as they reach your stomach, they should have filled you up, right? It started out with a little cramp. Why are you running on a plane? Why, you freaking idiot? Started out with a little running cramp, which is normal with... I know what gas is. What about gassing? You do not want to fart on a plane, so you hold it in. Firstly, holding in a fart is bad for you. Secondly, don't hold it in. Thirdly, right, the air in a plane is recycled, right? But I still don't know how you can do that. Like, is there trees on the plane that how does the carbon dioxide that you breathe out get recycled into oxygen that you can breathe on a... You know what? Never mind. I just don't understand that. Okay? I haven't learned that in, like... It is airplane etiquette. No, it isn't! Who's gonna care? It would come and go over for a few minutes, so I thought of nothing of it. Then it got worse. The cramps intensified. The sweating started. Where was the sweating? You're sitting down. Why would you start sweating? You say it as if it's normal. It's not normal. Why are you sweating randomly? Also, why are you getting cramps on a plane? That's never happened to me. And I've gone probably more than this dude has. And I began to notice the older ladies sitting, looking over at me about 30 minutes into eating these gummy bears. Bro, how long can they be held in your hand? You've been holding 4 gummy bears in your hand for 30 minutes? Why are they not melted? Like, what the My thinking went from, oh, these are just farts. I can hold them in. You shouldn't do to, oh dear God, not here. I've been a Christian my whole life, and this is the test. If there is any God, please help. Please help me leave this plane with my dignity intact. After waiting for the intense cramp wave to pass, there's always going to be a final wave, and it's just going to be really bad. Have you never played Plants vs. Zombies? I stood up and jumped over those 2 women. They're not adorable if they're 80 years old. Because then you know what they're called? Not in your range. I could not wait for them to stand, so I stood up. Why would they stand? And why would only one of them do that? To go to the toilet? Well, good luck, because if they stand up and go to the toilet, then you can't do that, and you're just a dumb freaking douchebag. So I stood up, my back facing them, and I tried to shimmy past them. I think a toot came out, because I heard one of them say, "Oh, Lord, was that you?" After reaching the... You're 80 years old. Why are you worried about someone's fart? PNG. After reaching the aisle, I waddled, and then he waddled to the toilet, to the back of the plane where the least amount of risk would be. To my dismay, concern, distress, tasteful, it was in use. And then he's dumb and doesn't have a brain. This is what he is, Mr. Mount Everest. Alright, that left one bathroom left in the front. Alright, I looked down the aisle and saw my Mount Everest. I had to somehow keep my wet... Then Fort Knox. The U.S. military of Kentucky. You have to keep your bum tight in Kentucky.
What did he say?
Whilst waddling forward.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Whilst praying no one gets out of their seats. After 5 minutes of stop and go, I made it to the bathroom and pulling my pants down as I entered the bathroom. The door was still unlocked. The sweaty release was underway. I thought I died. This was it. Even though I was on the throne confessing my sins, I thought that the time was called. Then my time was called upon. I put upon here because it makes more sense. I lost count of how many knocks on the door there was, but I must have been in there for 45 minutes. Just go to the other toilets! Right? The front of the plane's like the most... The front of the plane is like the gold class, right? I mean, actually, there would be the least amount of people there. How many knocks on the door? But I made it. No, you didn't. I washed my hands and threw water in my face to calm me down. That would just freak me out. I can't breathe when there's water in my face. So how is that going to calm you down? It's just going to make you hyperventilate. Then that's going to raise your blood pressure, your adrenaline. Then you're going to be more fight or flight. Then you're going to be more mad. Then that's not going to be calming you down. That's just going to be ramping you up. Then you're just going to just poo your pants again, right? Because you're focused on all the negativity. So I don't see how that would help you, but... Sure. Opening the door, I saw was the faces looking back at me. Apparently, the seal to the bathroom was not airtight. How do you think you breathe? Letting just the slightest airflow from the bathroom to the main cabin possible. These were daughters, mothers, and children looking at me. Because apparently 4-year-olds are perverts. No, I could feel their questions and comments. What have you done? We still have 2 hours left. Please divert this plane. Yeah, into the freaking ground. As I began walking down the main in the first row of first class. Oh, first class, that's what it is. Why are you there? You don't have that authority to be there. Isn't there like doors you have to go through? Or at least curtains? And there's bloody staff there, right? So how were you allowed in first class? You said nowhere in the ticket that you were flying in first class. Because you said the middle of the plane, right? But that's in the front of the plane. Yeah, this story just doesn't make sense. I think it's all fake. I don't know. A man in the first row of first class grabbed my arm. He said, "Hey, man, where is your seat?" Confused, I told him. And he said, "Go get your stuff and come back and sit here. You need this more than me." I was embarrassed and ashamed. I had a family at home waiting for me. I recommend these bears to anyone, but please eat them. If you said please don't eat them, I recommend these bears to anyone, but please do not eat them. I mean, yes. This should be the first one, LOL. No, I don't want to log in with Facebook. Miss Rona is shaking her boots. Oh, this is the whole thing? Alright. My friend hasn't been practicing social distancing during the pandemic. Neither have I, because I don't care about any of it, okay? You know, because if we don't learn to deal with the virus, our immune system cannot grow. And if it cannot grow, it cannot be stronger. If it cannot be stronger, then we will die. So I bought a bag of these gummies for his birthday. It's now been 10 days since he left the house out of fear of pooping himself again. I'm not gonna say Hobio sugar-free classic gummy bears are the cure for the coronavirus. I don't know. Diarrhea is worse than what Corona gave me, so... But it certainly helps slow down the spread. I think we all know some folk who could use a bag of those then. A delicious treat that should be enjoyed only after the following preparations have been made. Step 1, gummy bears are in the bin. Step 2, you use your imagination. You have an imagination. 3, your imagination is good. 4, you're not lazy and a total crackhead. 4, why are you still listening to me? 5, go crap your pants, you piece of crap. Alright, step 1, gummy bear in bin. Step 2, use imagination to eat the gummy bears, so then you can then gummy bears in your imagination. That's how you do it without getting the diarrhea. You eat a normal gummy bear, just one, and keep it in your mouth the entire half an hour that you're using your imagination, right, to pretend it's the sugar-free ones, okay? Step 1, make sure it's Friday and cancel all weekend plans. For good measure, go ahead and call in for Monday. Step 2, call the city and make sure that your water bill is paid in full. Step 3, visit your local hardware store and purchase a sink attachment for your garden hose as toilet paper will quickly become too painful to bear. Oh, you could just use the little shower thing, like the little shower thing that you can wash with. I don't know why you have to say garden hose. Step 4, give advance notice to family members, roommates, and neighbors. Unless you're trying to give birth to a crushed watermelon while convincing your local SWAT team that both the screaming and demonic noises for you and a dynamic entry would only bring about more needless suffering. Is the whole thing the whole thing is the steps. Oh, okay. 5, redo your restroom. It's not restroom. If you say restroom, then you're stupid, because going to the toilet does not mean you're resting. Because I don't think restroom is a good word. Like bedroom has your bed in it. Bathroom has your bath, shower, sink in it, right? Kitchen. Don't know why it's called kitchen. It doesn't have a kit or a shin. I mean, but you could put a cat and someone's decapitated foot in there. Living room. It doesn't make sense. Why just say lounge room? Because you lounge on the couch and watch TV. That one makes sense. And then you have toilet room that has the toilet. So not restroom. Toilet room. In motivational pictures, ones with slogans like "Courage is fear" hanging on to 1 minute longer. Doesn't even make any sense. The only easy day was yet. What the heck is that? You can't see that ad. Good thing. There was like someone kissing in the ad or something. What the hell? Get the app. No. Why is someone giving birth? No. Stop. The only easy day was yesterday, etc. I also advise posting up the suicide prevention hotline number. Just go to Kids Helpline. Okay? That's one step. Step 5, put big poster on wall that gives you good compliments and stuff, makes you nice and calm, and make sure that the number for the suicide hotline prevention is there. Alright, Kids Helpline. Alright, that's what this step is. Or having a dedicated friend or other support group to walk you through the low times while you're on the toilet. Lastly, I must strongly urge you to consider why you're thinking of buying this product when you could just get the sugar ones. Snort. No, don't sign it with 5 stars. I've been sitting on the toilet for 5 hours in excruciating pain. 10 out of 10. 10 would purchase again. Perfect. No, stop! 5 stars. Help me. Short and to the point. Let's stop. I don't know why I keep doing that. 7, 5 stars. Sweet, soft, fruity, delicious. And my gastrointestinal tract has never been so sparkling clean. People due for a colonoscopy might find these preferable to the gallon of liquid gulp they would otherwise have to drink. Either way, good luck if there's only one toilet room in the house and more than one person. Lots of luck. Oh no, it's another one of these ones that after one of our loved physicians brought in a bag of gummy bears to work to share with the staff. I don't know. I think I need to hold some amethyst. Alright, I just need to calm down. Alright, we'll put it on top of the mic. There we go. Brought in a bag. Why is someone looking with a microscope in between someone's legs on that ad. Yo, stop! Gummy Bear still worked to share with the staff one night shift, not realizing that they were the famous dreaded sugar-free gummies. Multiple staff throughout the night grabbed a handful of gummies while passing by, and each have their own near-miss stories about near-miss stories, but this is mine. Alright, time to speed run this, okay? I'm gonna read it so fast that you won't even know, alright? Oh, that was great. I loved this whole story. I really liked the part at the start about the llama. You know, like just actually one of the best things ever. I really like the llama part. Yep. All right. Although if you're not Sonic, right, or the Flash, then you may need to reread this. But on to the next one. No, okay, I'm joking. Of course we're gonna read it. Okay. Still gonna read it fast, though. The next morning, after running an errand about an hour and a half away from my house, on the drive home, down a curvy back country road, my stomach suddenly begins to cramp. Yeah, because you're going up and down the hills like this, like boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Of course it's gonna cramp. It's like you're running around at speed of sound. Going back to the country road, stomach feeling... I already read this. I feel the immediate urge to empty my bowels. Just say that you need to go to the toilet. Why did it have to be so, like, old school English? Very specifically nice. Specific, you know, because people said Pacific, which is not the same word as specific. Frantic as I realize I'm not going to make it home, I start searching for a place to pull over. The end of a gated logging road, perhaps. I'm speeding along. No, don't be speeding. I know you need a poo. Just don't be speeding. It's not good for you, alright? Would you rather be held up for half an hour by the police with $1,000 ticket for speeding, or just like, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes and then go to the toilet? Like, you know, just, you know, you gotta think about it, alright? I'm speeding along. Don't do this. Arching my back. Don't do that. Practicing llamas. What did I say? Llamas. What did I tell you? I told you there was llamas in here. I told you there was llamas. Llamas breathing. What does that mean? Techniques, anything to stall the inevitable. Alright, let's change out the crystal. We got this rose quartz heart now. This rose quartz heart. Wait a second. I passed the first turnoff that has a sheriff's car parked at the end, and I keep searching with sweat pouring down your forehead. Why are you sweating? Parked at the end and keep searching with sweat pouring down my forehead, which kind of makes sense, but put the aircon on, like, actually. And bubbling noises in my guts that drown out the heavy metal on the stereo. Finally, I spot the end of a brushy trail and whip my truck. And you're in a semi-truck! Thrusting the driver's side door open and leaping from the driver's... Oh my god, it goes on forever! I'll give it a 7. McDonald's creates the smallest restaurant for bees. Stop. Leaping out the seat to scurry around to the other side, I turn around with fingers in waist. You put it in your hand! Bro, that's disgusting. About to drop throw. Huh? My glass is okay. Oh crap, they're broken. Just kidding. They're fine. And then it just falls in half. No, stop, no! Fingers in waist, about to drop a nuke bomb throw. And look to my Hummer, realizing it is indeed the end of a driveway, and folks outside staring staring down towards me, probably wondering what this crazed individual is about to do. For several moments, I seriously considered about completing the task and running away, but I couldn't imagine my parents seeing the cell phone video of myself on social media later in the day. I scurried back around to the truck and I made my ability to hold back the whole lava flow liquid stool, making a hasty exit out of my spasming rectum was lost, and I crapped my pants right there on the side of the road, standing next to my truck. My bowels cramped up and expelled every drop of liquid from my body. At that point, I'm now standing there with my leggings full of hot liquid stool running into my shoes and debating on what the next best course of action would be. Of course, I have no extra clothes or any towels in my truck. What do? Do I call someone? Do I drive home the remaining 20 minutes? After a few moments of self-reflection, I decided to strip off my shirts and lay them on the seat of my truck and get inside. It was rather uncomfortable to drive home with all the windows down. Alright, change crystal time. And skin burning on the backs of my legs. It was one of the longest 20-minute periods of time I've ever experienced in... Alright, it's just finishing. Experienced in my entire life. I alternated between crying and laughing at the situation and checking the speedometer like a paranoid drunk, thinking I can't possibly get pulled over right now because what would I say? Yes, officer, I crap my pants. That's what the smell is. Tears streaming down my face. I arrived home, screeching to a halt in the driveway in front of the open automatic garage door. I triggered as I was drifting the curve onto my road. That doesn't really make sense. Holding the bottoms of my pant legs closed tight, I awkwardly stagger into my house and immediately into the shower fully clothed. What about the t-shirt you took off? Oh my god! Fast forward 3 weeks into my work, hearing about the other incidents, and the light bulb clicks on. 35 years old, and I had to reset the clock for the how long since you last crapped your pants countdown. Thanks, doctor. Lesson learned, make sure the gummy bears are not the sugar-free version. Please tell me you slipped a couple of gummies to Dr. Harris. Who's Dr. Hansen? Alright, we're so close. We're literally done. We're literally so close. The last 2 reviews. Oh my god. Oh wait, no. There's 20 of them, aren't there? There's 20 of them. Not 10. There's 20. Alright, I'm only gonna read the next 2 and then you're going to get the rest later, unless they're all short. Alright, you know what? We're gonna read them all. You know what? We're already in halfway. We're just gonna read the rest, alright? 1 star, sugar-free. I weighed 189 before I ate these. Now I'm a skeleton. Ah! No! Buyer beware. I thought the things people said about the sugar-free gummies were exaggerated. What a fool I was. I write this in the hopes that future generations will break the cycle and never have to live through what happened to me in the harrowing hours that were to come. That night I lay in bed, sweating, farting profusely? To a great degree. Okay, yes. And unable to sleep because I had to run to the bathroom every few minutes. I hate when you have to go to the toilet. Like, you brush your teeth, you go toilet, and then you get in bed, and then you have to go toilet 50 times because you can't go to bed. So annoying. The stench was incomparable to anything I've ever smelled before. It was like being anally that in reverse. I don't know if I could get in trouble for saying that. To pass the time, I read the article about Hiroshima and Nagasaki on Wikipedia. Why though? Perhaps I felt a kinship, blood relationship. I felt related with the victims of the attack. So is this supposed to be gummy bears? Because it was like a nuclear bomb had gone off in my bumhole. If regular diarrhea is fart, man, and Little Boy. If regular diarrhea is Fart Man and Little Boy, the effects of these villainous bears on my bumhole was like the Tsar bomb. At one point, I recalled Marlon Brando's monologue from Apocalypse Now, and suddenly I understood everything. If I saw my worst enemy approaching a bowl of these, I would drive in front of it to save them from the horror of what I experienced. How about drive into your worst enemy so you take out someone suffering and someone suffering. On that black day, wow, what's a black day? Worbatidae. Great sorrow or distress. Anyone who fails to heed my warnings. Stand by for the jet propulsion. Did you hear that sonic boom? Yeah. That was me after 3 of these. That's my favorite one. This is my favorite one. One of the worst days of my life. A half a six ounce? How much is an ounce? How much is an ounce in, like, no, not liters, but, like, in Australian measurements? 6 ounce bag I picked up at, what's CVS? Chronic villus sampling. They changed the color of the bag. I didn't know I spent 24 hours in the fetal position. I thought this said something else. On my bathroom floor repeating, please God, why? I still don't have an answer. That's not how you start a prayer. And if you pray like that, then they're not going to be answered. You will hurt. I got some of these in my stocking for Christmas. I guess Santa hates me now, or maybe your parents gave it to you, because it could basically be anyone your parents know, or Santa, because Santa's not the only one that gives you presents. Like I give my sister presents on Christmas. Why couldn't it be them? It hurt. It still hurts. My nose so itchy. Stop thinking about me. Why people thinking about me? When your nose is itchy, it means people thinking about you. I just got over the flu, and now this is worse. I didn't realize it was the gummies, but after coming across a meme online, I found the culprit. 3 is too many. Way too many. Why did you have 3? Eat the whole bag or none at all. 1 star, how fitting. Taste isn't bad, but the aftermath is quite horrible. As in, you would have horrible diarrhea. Eat if you dare. Is this the only long one after this? Is there no other long ones? Good, there's no other long ones. This is the last long one. Eat if you dare. I sit here writing this review at 4 a.m. for my porcelain throne. A fixture you will become all too familiar with if you choose to eat these cute little bears from the pits of hell. Demon bears. They're not gummy bears, they're demon bears. Wait a second, we don't need the rainbow light anymore. We don't need this rainbow light no more. We need this. I'm having a seizure. Nah, I'm not having a seizure. I'm good. Alright, we get red. Can you see this red face? Not so good for your tummy bears. I had to eat a pound of these little bastards after, man. City must have thought they were playing American football. American football. I'm just gonna guess that's soccer, because they say soccer is football there. Even though the one with the round ball and the black, like, hexagons or whatever, that's soccer, not football. I'm just gonna guess that's what they're talking about. Right? Because I live in Australia. I don't live in America, okay? And I lost to a team of Arsenal scrubs. They were a bit chewy, but you're talking about football, talking about a bit chewy, but overall appeared nothing more than your average gummy bears for about 2 hours with a little more than mild stomach cramps. One would expect from eating a pound of any candy, more than some mild stomach cramps. Feeling like one would expect from eating a pound of any candy. Is everyone just intolerant to everything? I'm a picky eater, but these people eat stuff and their stomachs kill them. I kill my food. I began to wonder if I'd gotten some duds, like the slow build-up of Martin Scorsese film. However, those bears were waiting for their baptism scene to destroy my insides. It started with the cramping. Very keen to doing 1,000 crunches, then being forced to hold the 1,000th crunch indefinitely. Then came the initial run, which opened the floodgates. I'm over 30 and I was beginning to wonder if these bears knew that and wanted me to send me back to the can for each year I've been on this earth to make me wonder why I'd ever been born. You were born because your parents wanted you to be, right? Unless you were a mistake. But then why would they choose? Okay, you know what, never mind. This kid-friendly channel, okay? We're not talking about that. Gastrointestinal bouts of pressure washing through the insides of my toilet from my anus. I lie in bed feeling if someone were to punch me in the stomach, I'd explode. Alright, to give you an idea, I spent $50 ordering a UFC. What's UFC? Ultimate Fighting Championship pay-per-view only willingly miss the last 2 to 3 fights on the main card because I didn't want to stray too far from my master bedroom. Thankfully for me, and you have a marriage? Everyone might be coming to convince my wife to spend the evening and my sister-in-laws, because trust me fellas, nothing will be gained from your significant other experiencing this with you. Except for support. Didn't the other review say to get someone? And now they're doing the opposite of this. I don't know. Maybe they said that it was like fake or something, but I'm no longer in pain, but I'm still having to make trips back to the master bath on regular basis. Eat these if you dare. Roll credits, but be forewarned. They are not to be trifled. 16. I ate 14 of these. And they cleaned me out for 3 days. Diarrhea is dirty though, and if you have it, it means there's always still some left. So it doesn't clean you out. Everyone on the internet is wrong. 3 days, no joke. These are too mean for the gag gift. You intended them to be a gag gift. No. Yoo-hoo! Into the ceiling fan. Yahoo! Verified purchase. Bought some elsewhere out of curiosity. Looked like someone threw a Yahoo on the ceiling fan. Oh, sugar-free alcohol used as a substitute. Oh, should be banned. Oh, it makes sense now. All right. These really do work. Bought a bag of these after reviews about the effects became public. When were they not public? Like, did like the president like ban them or something? Like what? I gave them to our buddy. He did not have a good night. Not a good night at all. Is this person all the time? Eva. Where's Eva? It's the Ravenclaw bookworm. At least it's better than a tapeworm. Smells like hell. This was the day my life changed. I bought a bag of these delicious Satan snacks, and they took me back to the past. To 1999. Took me back to the day Pompeii erupted! Erupted in Uranus. I was sitting on my toilet, sweaty as freak. It felt like I was in a sauna after drinking veggie-free kombucha. By being punched in the gut by Arnold Schwarzenegger. The worst part was that I didn't have any toilet. No! The worst part was I didn't have any toilet paper. I questioned myself if I should use my dog to while my... That doesn't make sense. To while my sweaty crack of hell, but I'd rather shoot him. Exactly, there's an E there. Let me put the E for you, okay? There you go. Can we inspect page? No, we can't. I wanted to edit that. I put him through that hell, like, place all in 10 out of 10. Create event! The 10th of the 10th. Great gift. Would buy again. You'd buy this again? Alright, the last one better be the best. Nothing like the spirit of Christmas to share some tummies with. Verified purchase. Cian S. Cook. I said Cian and not Sean because it doesn't have the father on the E. Right? December 18th, 2014. Oh, it doesn't go up in dates. No, it doesn't. Nothing like the spirit of Christmas to share some tummies with my office. One guy said his ride home was a pension experience treasured forever. Not just a Harbrio gummy bears. I purchased a container of sugar-free meringue. Meringue cookies? Yeah, meringue cookies. Since they were sugar-free, I ate a crap ton of them. Guess what? 2 days of reverse a crap ton of these from my body. Oh my god, I thought I turned myself inside out. Burns on the outside. That'd be so painful though. What if I turned my body inside out? In my defense, the ingredients label was covered by another label, you know, the place where it states exclusive consumption may cause laxative effect. You think? Anyone could be. Oh wait, who's this? That dude's oh, that's Sirius Black, but this dude looks like a serial killer. What Mr. Harry Potter characters are supposed to look like according to the book descriptions. What are these? Cat! My ears are ringing. You know what? Let's just leave it on the cat. Picture of cat.